Hey guys, Kevin Cage back with another daily cryptocurrency video. Hope you're all having a great day. Be sure to like and sub if you like what you see, and let's get right into the information today. So as usual, fighting a little FUD that keeps going around in the community, no surprise there. And this is regarding the SEC and, every other entity regarding XRP or classifying XRP as a security or unregistered security, which is really silly to me. And again, Michael Nardalillo, he's been in the community for several years at least, very, very smart individual, just citing here on sec.gov, and I know we've seen this before, but just to go over it again, tokens sold for use in a functioning network rather than as investment contracts fall outside the definition of securities. Again, the FCA has already classified XRP as a utility/exchange token right out of the UK. And again, it's my personal belief that a lot of other countries will follow the same and do the same. And I know David Schwartz and other people have already said that Thailand, Cambodia, a lot of other countries in Southeast Asia have classified XRP as either a digital asset or even a commodity in some cases. And again, it is not a security. And if they were actually positioning XRP as a security early on back in 2012, 2013, they'll have to pay a fine back in that date. But again, since then, there's been nothing to point it towards security. So it's my personal belief. This is the typical FUD we've been hearing for 7 years. I'm not worried. If that were the case, they would have attacked it a long time ago. Notice that EOS or EOS, however you want to pronounce it, EOS, has been classified as that. Even Sia Coin, it doesn't matter. Again, technology, the fundamentals will rule. Whatever works and adds utility to the market and gives value to the world will survive, and that is XRP. All right, right here, Wrath of Conman. So AirPay Payment Services, India's only omni-channel payments platform, has announced a partnership with InstaRem, which is an existing Ripple partner that we've talked about, to power foreign exchange payments. The InstaRem service will be available in the AirPay application, will help with cost and compliance. And again, compliance costs as well. So again, this just came out the other day. Good to see that. And again, we just want to keep seeing these types of connections. We want to see Ripple and that partners grow, their infrastructure, expand in the foreign exchange market. And we obviously know why, especially when they're already talking about DLT and, instant settlement. That is exactly what we want to see. Next, XRP researcher at XRP News _ just doing a little bullet point here thing for me. And again, Bank of America, Ripple partner. We already know this. Bank of America, settlement patent. Ignore the spelling error, but the Bank of America, they do have a settlement patent naming Ripple in the document. Remember me showing you that? It's probably a week or two ago, and it's literally Ripple's infrastructure for settlement, not payment. It was purely settlement on DLT, which is awesome. Bank of America video states that, real-time payments settle instantly, or real-time payments, RTP, settle instantly, and then X-currents, not necessarily instant, all right, in terms of settlement. All right, so good to see that. I just wanted to go over that again. All right, next up, I want to go over another tweet made by Galgatron. Right now, Q4 is here. We've heard that MoneyGram, the second largest money transfer service business, again, in the world, Ripple does own 10% of them, and they're talking about ramping up XRapid, which utilizes XRP, but I guess now you could say just on-demand liquidity, ODL, however you want to say it. And essentially, a lot of people don't understand how this is going to influence the price of XRP. So again, in the case of XRapid, those transactions themselves do not drive price appreciation, but the surrounding infrastructure does. And most use cases for XRP will drive value into it. So in the video that I say that's linked down below, it's all about volume, and that is exactly the fundamental variable that is going to drive demand and increase demand. And when demand is increased and higher, the price will go. So again, if you're talking about volume of XRP utilization trades, not just speculative purposes, but when a lot of, hundreds or thousands of transactions are taking place per second, and there's not enough XRP to account for that, there cannot be a net zero effect. Therefore, if all the XRP is actually tied up in transactions, even if it's only 3 to 5 seconds, what's going to happen is when you place a buy order on XRapid and you need to purchase something, there's not going to be enough XRP in circulation. So what happens is it's going to drive the demand when there's less supply. Therefore, the price will go higher, and then that order book is a self-fulfilling prophecy, and that is why volume will drive price so high, and that is why a lot of people are very, very bullish on XRP when utility comes. Now, unfortunately, a lot of people believe utility just comes overnight. It's my personal belief that it'll come in stages and more so ramped up volume, and of course, we could see continuous bursts of speculation combined with utility, perhaps timed. I do believe in cycle analysis to an extent with certain algorithms, but there's so many variables, and you can never account for the speculative side because it is so unpredictable. So, okay, if that makes sense. Next, Binance. So Binance US, Binance Chain, they're decentralized exchange as well. So a news came out and a little bit about transparency. So it looks like XRP will actually, let me see if I understand this. So there you go. So let's just kind of take a peek at this. So we see XRP right there, and I have this opened up so we can see XRP. And basically, it says you'll be able to trade most of these coins and tokens on Binance's decentralized exchange, non-custodian. You'll own your keys, and they will be your funds entirely. Nobody can take them from you. Even the exchange cannot manipulate them. It's just part of the decentralization aspect. Now, what I'm curious is, since Binance US is so pro XRP now, will XRP be one of the base pairs, kind of similar to BitTrue? That's what I would hope, because Binance is known for, very high levels of liquidity, at least the international exchange. And I'd imagine that if the US version of Binance really kicks off, its liquidity will do very well because they know how to incentivize market makers in that ecosystem. And I think their whole UX is very, very nice. So, okay, and then what I wanted to tie it into, and this will be the last one, we'll finish it off, is we got shared by Stephen Diep, Catherine Coley, CEO of Binance US. She gained experience in building liquidity for XRP at Ripple, and XRP was underappreciated in comparison to Bitcoin. So what I like about her, she's super transparent, and she kind of just says, well, XRP, the asset, caught her eye specifically after doing a big deep dive because she saw an underappreciation for it. She saw, it as kind of Bitcoin's main competitor, but also positioned perhaps for foreign exchange in the FX market, which is interesting. It obviously had significantly lower fees, virtually none. Very high speed, tons of scalability versus, 10 TPS or however you want to measure it compared to, 1500. Of course, they're starting at two different points and they can learn to scale that as well. And it could really be positioned towards a full scope, whether that's retail investors, institutional clients, consumers, businesses, exchanges, custody agents, you name it. So personally, I'm excited to have her backing, and she's really just preaching and, just talking about her passion for the space and respect for XRP specifically in this 1-minute clip. So it's good to see that we do have the backing of the CEO of Binance US. And again, Binance is literally the largest exchange. So just good to see that there are some people in the space that understand the fundamentals and are not entirely just proof of work maxis. But, I have my own opinion with that. So let me know your thoughts down below, guys. Basically, just want to say, we're forming partnerships day by day. Even Ripple's net partners are indirect partners of XRP. Keep in mind the Bank of America video I've done in the past. Galgatron. Hi, guys. Not to keep preaching, but check out that link. If you want to learn market cap, at least you don't have to. Hopefully, XRP will be a base pair on more exchanges. If not, at least it's on the Binance Decentralized Exchange again. And then the backing of Catherine Coley. I don't know why I can't talk today. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one.